Cruise Ship Out of Babylon, the Second Exodus. Hello, brothers and sisters. This is Ann, and today I want to talk to you about the second Exodus out of Egyptian Babylon. I really feel that we are getting very close to that time. My soul has been stirred to the point that is about all that I find myself thinking about lately. God has given me 5 dreams and visions about Mount Sinai as the wilderness place, and I have seen us camp there in tents just like our forefathers and foremothers did. So I believe that at some point, that is the wilderness that we are going to be at. But I have also had dreams where I did not know exactly where in Africa we were. Now, I say Africa because in one dream I knew for sure that we were somewhere in Africa waiting, but I knew, even though we were waiting, I knew that we were on our way to the promised land. Now, in that dream, it looked like that we had been waiting there for months. We were dressed nicely and we had adequate supplies, but I knew that we were waiting to get into the promised land. And in at least 2 other dreams, I knew that we were, well, it appears to be that we were in Ghana, Africa. In that dream, Ghana had cars that would drive themselves, and they had a very sophisticated highway system. It was very futuristic, not like Ghana is today. So that dream kind of had me a little confused. Now, in that dream, it appeared that my family and us, the group, had left Babylon, but we were not in the promised land at that point. So my question is, will some of us spend time in Ghana or some other places in Africa or even other countries after we leave Babylon and before we're taken into the promised land or into the wilderness for that matter of fact? I do not know, but I will let you know what I think could happen. I guess what I'm saying is that I believe that our leaving Babylon is coming up very soon. But our getting into the promised land or even into the wilderness may be taken in several steps. I don't know for sure what God's plan is. I'm just kind of evaluating some of the dreams that I've had and sharing them with you because I think that they are related to us leaving Babylon and getting into the promised land. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit more detail on a dream that I had in January. I had this dream in January of 2021. And this is a dream where I know for sure that we had left or we were on our way out of Babylon and we were on a big cruise ship. So that's what I'm going to tell you now. Now here's the dream. I had this dream January 8th, 2021. I woke up from the dream at about 3:46 a.m. Now in the dream, I was at a large banquet of some sort, and many people were all dressed up and they were in attendance. There were many tables and they were full of people, and all these people were dark-skinned people. The setting reminded me of a formal dining setting on a cruise ship. Yes, I felt that we were on a cruise ship and we were at a celebration banquet. Now, I was sitting at a small table with about 5 to 7 other people, and we were positioned off to the side of the larger group. There may have been some reason why we were seated, why we were separated, but it was not apparent to me in the dream. I just noticed that our seats were separated from the larger group. Now, all the people in the dining area seemed to have been served food except me. Even the people at my small table had been served their food. And I remember asking the people at the table, "When did you get your food?" They said the servers just came around and gave us our food just now. And I was hurt, wondering what happened. But I said, I'm not going to make a scene. So I said, what I will do, I will just get up and go to the buffet tables and get my food for myself. And that's what I decided to do. I said, I'm not going to make a scene, but I was really hurt. So I got up from the table, from my little table, and I went up to the buffet serving area. And I noticed all of these magnificent desserts. I became mesmerized by desserts. I saw cakes, pies, and everything. I mean, it was just beautiful, magnificent desserts I've never seen before. Now, I love desserts, but I do try to stay away from sugars. But it was just out there. And I was just amazed. And there were other people in the dessert line. So I watched them take chocolate cake and ice creams and pies and all kinds of goodies. And I was just, as I said, mesmerized. I forgot about all the other food that I had come up to get. So I even took a taste of the chocolate cake. Took me a piece of chocolate cake and I tasted, and it was the most moist cake I have ever tasted in my life. I had never tasted cake like that. It was not earthly food. This was heavenly food. And I was just enjoying myself, just nibbling off the desserts. And then the dream ended and I woke up. And when I woke up, I saw these visions written, these words written all over my room, on the ceiling and also on the walls. And I really couldn't read them, but two came into view. And one said, Planet X, Planet X. And then I saw, Stay awake. So it was a really nice dream, but I really didn't know what it meant at that time. So during my prayer time that morning, Yahushua gave me the interpretation uh, of my dream. And this is basically what I think he put into my mind. I believe that the banquet was all the saints and the messengers on a cruise ship leaving Babylon. This was our Exodus voyage out of Babylon. Now, those people who had been served food already, including the group, were the people who had done what God wanted them to do while they were in Babylon. They had done what God wanted them to do when they were in Babylon, so they were being served their food. The people that were at my small table, these were the leaders. These were the leaders of the Exodus movement, and they had been served their food also. But I had not been served any food because my job actually does not start until after we have left Babylon and we are in the wilderness or in the land. That's when my actual work will be started. That is the time I believe that the Lord will anoint me to do the work that I am called to do. However, everybody else, as I said, had been served. Now, as I said, I did see the term Planet X and stay awake. So I believe that he's letting us know that this voyage that we are getting ready to take out of Babylon may actually happen around the passing of Planet X. Now, I'm not sure exactly when that's going to happen, but I think it's going to be related to the passing of Planet X. And that's why he has shown me that written on my wall. I am not sure where we will go when we get off the ship, but I do not believe that we're going to enter the promised land at that point. I think we may go into other countries in Africa or places in Africa. I think we may go there as a holding because, as I said before, I have had a dream where we were waiting to get either into the wilderness or waiting to get into the promised land. So I think this is going to be a two-step process. Not two-step, could be multi-step process. But the great thing is that I believe that we're going to be quickly leaving Babylon. And I'm very excited about that. And brothers and sisters, I want you to make sure that you find out who your leaders are who are going to lead you out of Babylon. And make sure you follow the instructions that they give you because they're going to be speaking for the Lord. And so that we can get to the next step. So that's all I have for today. And I will say shalom until the next time. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Shalom.